Welcome to the Learning Quest channel. I am your host Salim Akhtar Malik. Learning Quest is an educational channel that provides you advanced learning on management and social sciences. It helps you in reinforcing your knowledge that you have gained in your university or college. You can get the transcripts or hard copies of my tutorials by contacting me on the email address flashed on the screen. The transcripts will be provided to you free of cost. You are requested to please subscribe to this channel. You are viewing the Human Resource Management Tutorial 4. In this tutorial, I'll talk to you about employee retention. After viewing this tutorial, you will understand causes of high employee turnover, symptoms of employee dissatisfaction, and employee retention. Causes of high employee turnover. Personal reasons. There are a number of reasons for leaving a job that have nothing to do with the employer, such as relocating for a spouse, family issues, a career change, or health reasons. Work-life balance. Issues related to long hours or rigidity about work styles or location can drive employees to seek more flexible or less demanding alternatives. Incompatibility. Incompatibilities between employer and employee, which can often be traced back to poor hiring processes and decisions, are a common and largely avoidable reason for turnover. Work relationships. Individuals may have issues or conflict with their managers, co-workers, or organizational leadership. Lack of opportunity. Employees who seek a lack of workplace development, career path, or opportunity to gain new experiences may leave for a business with better mobility. Financial reasons. Better pay and benefits available elsewhere are always a strong lure for employees to leave an organization. So, what is employee retention? Employee turnover, the loss of organizational talent over a period of time, is a significant issue for most organizations. Employee retention is defined as an organization's ability to prevent employee turnover, or the number of people who leave their job in a certain period, either voluntarily or involuntarily. Increasing employee retention has a direct impact on business performance and success. Employers that recognize the subtle signs that show an employee might leave have a better chance of identifying ways to retain that person. What are the symptoms of employee dissatisfaction? First reason is, or the first symptom is, decreased initiative or productivity. An individual thinking about leaving may no longer put in extra effort or may seem noticeably less interested in pleasing others. Shift in attitude, that is, negativity about the job, a manager or co-workers, can be a sign an employee is ready to move on, out of the organization. Lack of commitment. Employees who are heading out the door, that is, leaving the organization, may avoid long-term projects or put in shorter days. Reduced interest. Individuals considering their options may seem noticeably disconnected from the organizational mission or less eager to work with clients or customers. Benefits of employee retention. First is cost reduction. Employers spend huge amounts every year recruiting and training new workers. Those costs are sunk if an employee leaves prematurely. Productivity, team cohesiveness, and morale also take a hit, which also has a financial impact. Next is recruitment and training efficiency. By focusing on employee retention, companies reduce recruiting costs, increase productivity. Employee turnover sets back productivity because it takes time for a new worker to get up to speed and produce at a comparable level as their predecessor. Improved employee morale. Organizations with successful employee retention programs foster, that is, generate greater connectedness and engagement, which helps morale and in turn boosts retention. Next benefit is experienced employees. It stands to reason that the longer employees remain at an organization, the more engaged, knowledgeable, and skillful they are. They have also forged valuable relationships with customers and co-workers. When an employee departs, the company incurs an opportunity cost and the potential value the employee could have delivered. Better customer experience. Inexperienced and less adept, that is, less proficient new hires may be more prone to missteps that negatively impact a customer's experience with the company. Satisfied, longer term employees are often more skilled in dealing with customers and may have strong relationships with them. Improved employee satisfaction and experience. A symbiotic, that is, joining relationship exists between retention and both employee satisfaction, worker happiness and fulfillment, and employee engagement. Another benefit of employee retention is stronger corporate culture. When engaged employees who are aligned with an organization's culture stay, they strengthen the organizational ethos, that is, values. A strong corporate culture also improves productivity and performance. The last benefit is increased revenue. This is last but not the least. So, employee retention is not just about cutting costs. Anecdotal evidence, that is, circumstantial evidence, shows it can have a positive impact on revenue. Next, I will discuss with you employee retention models. So, there is the hierarchy of needs model. Although psychologist Abraham Maslow developed the hierarchy of needs to better understand the essential needs of humans and which must be met first, the theory can also be used to examine the biggest contributors to job satisfaction. The five levels of needs in order of importance are psychological, safety, belongingness, esteem, and self actualization. Another employee retention model is the human motivation theory model. In his 1961 book, The Achieving Society, psychologist David McClelland built on Maslow's work and identified three intrinsic human needs. These are achievement, power, and affiliation. By understanding which needs an employee prioritizes, employers can increase their job satisfaction. Some employees, for example, may be embarrassed by public praise. Some work best with goal-oriented tasks. Next is the motivation model, that is motivation hygiene theory. Two primary factors impact job satisfaction according to psychologist Frederick Herzberg. Motivators, also called job satisfiers, include recognition, meaningful work, and personal growth. Hygiene, also called job dissatisfiers, include salary, benefits, and job security. Of note, the proper management of hygiene factors can prevent employee dissatisfaction but are not considered sources of satisfaction or motivation. Job characteristics model. Organizational psychologists Greg Oldham and Richard Hackman found the following job characteristics increase job satisfaction. These are skill, variety, task, identity, task significance, autonomy, and feedback. Jobs created with these characteristics in mind lead to more productive and motivated employees. How to improve employee retention? First is hiring the right person. This requires defining the job itself, responsibilities, required skills, work environment, and developing a fine-tuned job description that attracts appropriate candidates. Next is employee orientation. It is about introducing new employees to the workplace, which includes their job responsibilities, their team members, departments, and so on. The idea is to make them feel at home, make them aware of the company policies, and familiarize them with the new role and people they will work with. Onboarding is another action to improve employee retention. It refers to the processes in which new hires, that is, newly hired employees, are integrated into the organization. It includes activities that allow new employees to complete an initial new hire orientation process as well as learn about the organization and its structure, culture, vision, mission, and values. Competitive compensation and employee benefits. Competitive bonuses, paid time off, health benefits, and retirement plans. Meaningful work that makes good use of their skills and abilities. And lastly, career development and growth opportunities. This is self-evident. That was all about employee retention. In the next tutorial, that is Human Resource Management Tutorial 5, I will talk to you about training and development. Till then, bye bye.